Hi guys, I'm Dr. Drwendydearborne from the Laws of Attraction in Action. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And that's the Laws of Attraction in Action.com. If you're actually watching this on a YouTube, be sure to do like and subscribe and hit the notification button, and every time I put out a new video on the Laws of Attraction, you will be notified. So that being said, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. I wanted to talk to you really quickly about the fact that what's going on in our lives, we have attracted it into our lives. We have attracted it into our lives. I said that kind of quietly, but we have attracted it into our lives. And I know many people have a very, very, very hard time with this. They have a hard time. Whether it be ill health, whether it be something that's happened to you, loss of job, whether it be financial setbacks, whether we have attracted it into our lives, and therefore illness. People have people have become downright hostile with me for saying this. Well, guys, the fact of the matter remains, hostile or no, what's happening to you is happening to you. It's not happening to me. So what's happening to you is happening to you because there is something that you have done that has attracted it into your life. And before anybody gets all mad and this and that and sends me nasty emails and all this sort of jazz, guys, don't. Because the name of the game is simply this. You have done something that has attracted this to you. And this is why I love the laws of attraction. The nuance in this is that it's not about blaming or condoning you or pointing the finger at you or any of that. It's not about that. You see, wrong is wrong is wrong. Bad is bad is bad. It's not about condoning an action and saying, hey, well, it was the laws of attraction. It's not about that. Understanding that what's going on in your life is a source of empowerment. Whatever has happened to you has happened to you because you have put yourself in the crosshairs. And I've said this repeatedly on my radio show, on my podcast, on the videos that I've done, on the live talks that I do. You've put yourself in the crosshairs, okay? Doesn't make it right, doesn't make it wrong. It just is. You see, guys, when you actually own your life at that level, you've just empowered yourself. You see, guys, because crap's going to happen. Crap's going to happen because of the choices that we make. And that's where I'm going with this. Our lives are internal jobs with an external manifestation. Okay? Nothing can happen to you save you make a choice, guys. And you have to have made a choice in some motion, in some way. You have to have made a choice. You did. But it's not about casting the blame. It's not about casting the blame. You see, guys, what we attract into our lives is actually not what we think about, but it's what we feel about what we think about. And therefore, our feelings denote our beliefs. You see, back in the day, I did I said back in the day, and this was maybe about 4 or 5 years ago or something like that. I did a webinar. And I did a talk on this. I used to talk on this quite extensively. And it was called BAM. And that acronym was BAM. And that stood for Believe and Manifest. And in the Believe and Manifest process, guys, you have to do certain things. Look, you have a thought process. And that thought process can turn into a belief based upon your feelings. I'm not talking about your emotions, and people tend to think that your emotions and your feelings are the same thing. They are actually not. Emotions are an expression of your feelings. You can feel sad about something. You can have a deep-seated feeling of sadness about something. And yet the emotion that you express, you could cry, it could be anger, you could laugh, you could zone out, you could become depressed, you could all these sort of things. But the feeling that you have, the pervasive feeling that you have, is sadness. You see, your emotions emote, they express what you truly feel. And guys, hear me clearly. What you truly feel is revealed as what you believe, and what you believe is the thing that you will receive. So bam, believe and manifest. This is really important in our lives. Guys, this is some really important stuff, and most of us live by our emotions and we die by our emotions. Relationships are destroyed because of emotions, not because of feelings. You know, my hubby may have done something to me that made me mad, or made me glad, made me sad, or what have you. And the emotion that I express is, well, screw you, Jack, or I'm going to get back at you, and or all this sort of stuff that today is really important. But tomorrow you can sit back and laugh about it, but you still recognize and identify with the feeling of sadness, the feeling of anger. So the feeling is the foundation upon which your emotions are built upon, and feelings are the things that count. If you are studying the laws of attraction, and you are actively working on the laws of attraction, eventually every guru out there or every author out there who is worth their salt are going to tell you, well, it boils down to feelings. And what many people don't understand is, as I've just said, and I'll say again, feelings and emotions are two totally different things. Many people live their lives based on their emotions. Your emotions do not actually advocate your feelings. They are just an expression of, and they're a temporary, they're mercurial, they're a temporary expression at that. So we attract into our lives not what we think about, but what we feel. What we feel about the thoughts that we have. So guys, if you want to change what's going on in your life, and you really want to change what's going on in your life, you have to change what you feel about your thought processes. If you haven't got money, the name of the game is to change how you feel about not having money. If you don't have relationships, if you don't have love, if you don't have a significant other, you need to change how you feel about that. And one of the easiest ways to do this is to use your imagination and to create within your inner world what it would feel like to have the things that you don't have, what it will feel like to have the things that you say that you want. That, my friends, is the easiest way to actually change your thought process into something that can work in a positive mode for you and manifest very quickly, when you actually do this, very quickly, that which you say that you want. Your lives are an internal job with an external manifestation. Change your internal process and you will change the external manifestation. And it truly is as simple as that. So in subsequent videos, what I will talk about is how to change that process. In subsequent videos, I'm also going to talk to you about the laws of attraction itself, and that I love nuances. And that's one of the things about the laws of attraction. Just like I said to you guys, in regard to feelings and emotions, many people will say that their emotions are their feelings. No, your emotions are actually emoting, expressing what your feeling is. And of course, your feeling is your belief. Your belief is that which you receive. Your belief is your truth. You stand on that. Your belief becomes your word, and your word will be made flesh, or your word will be made manifest. So I'm Dr. Wendy Dearborne. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Share with me your thoughts and or ask any questions that you have. Be sure to check out the information that I have on the laws of attraction in action that actually talk about the laws versus the law of attraction, and I'm going to be doing a short video on that here shortly. So anyway guys, I'm Dr. Wendy Dearborne. Until next time, peace.